Campagnolo – installation of the disc brake hydraulic system with oil in the components. In this video, we see how to install Campagnolo disc brake hydraulic systems with components already filled with oil. The tools to use are normal workshop tools. In particular, we recommend a Magura hydraulic hose cutter, a Jaguar bar press, a torque screwdriver with Magura open insert, a 4 to 20 Nm torque wrench with 8mm socket and 5mm hexagonal insert. Along with the ergo power, we find the brake lever locking pin attached to the metal clamp. This will prevent the oil from coming out when we cut the hose. We insert the locking pin into the hole on the inner side. We keep the locking pin pressed down, and at the same time, we move the brake lever until the locking pin slides into the hole on the lever itself, thus stopping it from moving. New standard for 2020, the use of the 140mm disc is also permitted on the front of the bicycle, provided the rider weighs less than 82 kilograms. For this, a 140mm rear caliper must be used, and the new front adapter must be installed on this. If we want to use a 140mm front disc, we install the 140mm caliper and the front adapter on the fork. We pass the hose inside the fork. We cut the hose to the correct length, considering that approximately 19mm of the hose will go inside the caliper. This is measured from the end of the nut that has just been screwed on, and that is on the caliper. We insert the metal barb using the press, without exerting excessive pressure on the insert in order to prevent the tube from swelling. We take the cap off the caliper, and in the case of the rear caliper, we keep it in a vertical position in order to prevent the oil from leaking out of it. As the olive is already present in the caliper, we insert the tube and check that it stays in the same position while we tighten the nut with a torque wrench to 4 Nm. We use alcohol to clean off any oil that may have leaked from the hose. We lightly press the brake lever to extract the lever locking pin. We separate the pads with the transport kit or with a flathead screwdriver, placing this on the metal part of the pads, not on the braking surface. We fit the wheel by inserting the disc into the caliper, moving the brake lever a few times and ensuring the caliper is centered with respect to the disc before tightening the screws to 6 Nm. For the rear caliper, we must remember to use the specific screws from the frame in question, as specified in this table. We check if the braking is effective. However, if the lever feels spongy and braking is not effective, this means that there is air in the hydraulic system, and this must therefore be bled, as demonstrated in the video tutorial, Filling and Bleeding the Disc Brake Hydraulic System.